Time for the hot topic of the hour. Los Angeles' top prosecutor, Bill Essayli, slamming California Attorney General Rob Bonta as he tries to take credit for uncovering millions in alleged rampant fraud within the state's hospice industry. So here's Bonta yesterday after announcing the operation's 5 arrests and 21 charges.
This is just the latest example of the California DOJ's longstanding, ongoing, and successful efforts to combat hospice and Medi-Cal fraud. We have been doing this work for years. We've been doing it successfully before certain people in this country decided to think about it for the first time. While healthcare fraud might be President Trump's shiny, new political talking point, California DOJ has been going after healthcare fraud since 1979. For decades, Trump is late to the party. To claim this is a uniquely California problem is ludicrous. Just plainly untrue. False. This is not a political game for us. Tackling fraud isn't and should never be partisan or political.
So Bonta and Essayli having a fight on X. Bonta posting California's failure to fight fraud, quote, is an interesting way to say that my office literally investigated this case in partnership with the United States DOJ. Then Essayli fires back, saying, having my office prosecute fraudsters to whom California blindly handed out millions does not count as fighting fraud. Bonta posting back, writing, California DOJ will continue holding scammers accountable and sounding the alarm on dangerous scams that threaten our communities. Essayli responds again with, do fraudsters get any serious prison time under California's soft on crime laws? Asking for taxpayers. Then California Governor Gavin Newsom. He, meanwhile, is taking credit for the state of the Golden State. He's claiming the state's economy is, quote, leading, writing Trump and his right-wing propaganda machine can continue throwing partisan punches at California. We're proud that our economy continues to grow. You know, Chris, all of this hospice fraud, this was brought to light by independent journalist Nick Shirley. Right. This was last month in California. Before that, he uncovered millions, billions actually, of dollars of fraud in Minnesota. And they're saying, oh, this, you know, we've been all over this for years. We've been going after fraudsters for years. Have you?
Right, and that doesn't pass the smell test for voters. And this is, you know, a state that has significant progressives that are willing to pay higher taxes for good services. And they are increasingly becoming frustrated to the point where mainstream Democrats are losing out because they're not addressing this kind of stuff. And that's where you see the rise of candidates like Zohran Mamdani, who's coming in and saying, yeah, you should pay higher in taxes, but you should get more out of those taxes themselves. You should get more services. The government shouldn't just be giving slush funds to our friends in the NGO industrial complex. That is where this stuff is headed, and that's where you're going to see people actually get frustrated and may actually vote differently. The problem is they're not going to end up voting for Republicans. They might end up voting for far-left Democrats.
Well, in the state of California, this is why we're seeing Steve Hilton, a Republican, leading in the polls. And this is, we're talking a multi-billion-dollar shortfall for the state of California. What did you make of Gavin Newsom saying that their economy is, quote, leading?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know about this.
What book is he looking at?
Yeah. You know, this whole thing, anyways, on fraud. You know, they claim these investigations have been going on since 1979. It's almost 50 years ago. This tells me these guys are highly incompetent if fraud is still occurring. 50 years have gone by and they still get it wrong. That's ridiculous. It seems as though being a progressive is almost like being synonymous with being an incompetent, okay? Yeah. Unfortunately. And the government spends more money, and what taxpayers notice is that they're not getting more bang for their buck, they're getting less.
Well, let's go to Minnesota here for a second, folks, because a 6th member of a Minnesota Somali family has pled guilty to participating in a $14 million federal fraud scheme, which allegedly took funds from an organization meant to feed children. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison under fire now for his role in this. He allegedly met with several members of the involved family back in 2021 when they asked for help to secure more money. Chris, I want to get your thoughts on this because this is why we saw Keith Ellison, the Attorney General, pulled before Congress. This is why you saw Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, pulled before Congress to answer questions about where were you?
Well, and this is
why were you meeting with these? We think it's political.
And this is why it's so important for Republicans at the federal level to get involved, because these blue states are totally insular, where they are not getting criticized by their own side. Their own voters almost expect this kind of stuff and expect to sometimes benefit from this kind of fraud and mishandling of government funds. So it's vitally important that the U.S. Attorney's Office, that the DOJ, that members of Congress in the committees of record here really get involved and bring light to this, because it would not have come out any other way except for the Nick Shirley videos and members of Congress getting involved.
Yeah, well, and obviously taxpayer funds, millions of dollars out there, and this is federal money. Last word, John, federal money, and that is why it's become a national story. There's been so much outrage about it.
Yeah, federal money being taken away by corrupt individuals, including corrupt politicians, and sad to say that people who really need this help are not getting the money. They're not getting the help that they deserve.
Hospice care.
Yeah, well, the funniest is
Hospice care,
the
guys.
dark one about that,
horrible.
people were not dying quickly enough at these hospices. So that's why I think they caught on. Something was wrong.
So gross.
It's
All right.
ridiculous.